Ever since the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens, a lot of people have been wondering about the Knights of Ren and their involvement in Star Wars Episode 9. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing that I really wanted to talk about was, of course, Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren. Now, we've been hearing about the male actors in their 20s for the longest time right now, and we never got an official word on whether or not they were actually going to be portraying the Knights of Ren in Star Wars Episode 9, other than the fact that it is a total of 6 male actors in their 20s, some of which may be the new actors that actually joined the cast of Episode 9 to actually portray the actual facial shots of the knights without the helmets. So looking at everything here these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. And what's really interesting about all of this is that a scene is to be shot next week with the male actors in their 20s and Adam Driver over at Cardington. And this is where we pretty much now know that the Knights of Ren are coming back in Star Wars Episode 9, is that the group of the male actors in their 20s are dubbed / codenamed the Knights. Now, it's pretty much for certain now that the Knights of Ren are returning in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, the thing here is this, alright? We've been hearing about them for so long, you know, these male actors that have a lot of training with martial arts, and they're ranging from the ages of 21 to 27, so they're young guys, you know, they're able to do all these different stunts and all these different moves with Adam Driver. I believe, and this is my theory, the fact as to why we have so many new actors coming on board, a total of 8 of them. You know, we have Dominic Monaghan, Richard E. Grant, the list goes on, Matt Smith. I think a handful of these new actors / actresses are going to be the actual facial shots of the Knights of Ren. For example, when they take off their helmets is what I'm talking about, is when we will actually see some of these actors in play here. Now, the actual actors that have training with martial arts, I think that they will only be used as the knights with their helmets on. So far, alright, from what we have heard, they haven't been training or filming with Adam Driver without a helmet on. They've all been doing it with the helmets on. So what I think is actually going to happen is that at some point in time, they're going to film a lot of sequences, whether it's Dominic Monaghan or maybe even Keri Russell, maybe she's a Knight of Ren, we don't know. All these different actors coming on board, it could very well be that they have scenes dressed as the Knights without the helmets. Maybe the helmets get destroyed or damaged, in which, you know, they have to take it off, and it's revealed to be, of course, let's say Keri Russell or Richard E. Grant or somebody around those lines, right? Now, looking at all of this, this is perfect because we have heard for the longest time now that Disney and Lucasfilm aim at making Episode 9 a more medieval-esque movie. And what I mean by that is it's really going to have those medieval tones to it, a whole lot more than both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi did. And what better way to do this than adding in the Knights of Ren? So there you have it, guys. Very interesting stuff. You know, the group of the male actors is, of course, codenamed the Knights, that are working with Adam Driver, and we'll be filming a ton of scenes this month leading into January, just before filming ends in February of 2019. Like I say, filming really is moving along pretty well. They haven't really hit any bumps in the road other than some script rewrites and adjustments here and there. And of course some planned reshoots for the first act of the movie. Nothing significant though that'll change the story too much. But I gotta say, the Knights of Ren, the reason as to why a lot of people want to learn more about them, including myself, is because, well, we got a little reference of them by Supreme Leader Snoke telling Kylo Ren, you know, Master of the Knights of Ren. And we also only saw them for a split second. We only got a little glimpse of them in that flashback, so the mystery is there. We want to see these guys in action, and we will be seeing them in action in Episode 9, because these guys, these young actors, are going to be engaging in a lot of different stunts and fights with other extras. So expect a lot of action in this movie between the Knights and another group of characters. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.